Well, hanging out at the boat again. I was going to try for a day sail today, but there are virtually no winds at all, and I don't want to just motor around. What's the point of having a sailboat if you're just going to motor around? Anyway, so I came down though just to check on things, and everything is fine. But a couple years ago I put a fuel gauge in. I didn't have one, so it stopped working. Today I decided to go ahead and troubleshoot it. Well, the first thing I did is check to make sure that everything was connected. And you can see here, everything is well connected. Got a lot of stuff going on at the top of my fuel tank. Alright, so I got the fuel sender there. Then this little tube here goes to the diesel heater. And I'd had so many problems at the beginning with this boat of the fuel filter clogging up, and I got a little video on that several years ago. Anyway, the guys from Havre de Grace Tidewater helped me figure that out, and they recommended put a access panel in there, or a cover plate, which I did. And in the video I state, and I want to state it here too, I wouldn't do this on a gas tank. This is diesel. I drained the tank the best I could, and then, you know, I cut the hole. But if you have a gas tank and there's some fumes build up, I just really wouldn't recommend doing this on a gas tank. In fact, I don't recommend it at all. On the diesel tank, it wasn't too bad. Still had to be careful about shavings and things like that going down. But anyway, back on the fuel gauge. So first thing I did after I did that, then I checked to see, do I have power going to the switch? Well, you see here on the multimeter, I got power going to the switch. Now I turn the switch on, see if I got power going to that. No power. So the next double check was, I pulled the connections off of the switch. So I put the two wires together, and voila, the gauge started to work. So obviously it's a bad switch. I don't know how a switch goes bad, but this one did, and that's a pretty easy fix. And it didn't take me long to troubleshoot this either. And I know fuel gauges aren't always accurate, but at least you have some idea of what's going on. And I'll put a link below on the video I did on how to calibrate your fuel gauge, especially when you have an irregular shaped tank like I do. So that was really the project for the day. What I really feel bad about though is I left all my cigars at the house. I got to start bringing a few cigars down here. It's a beautiful day today, but you know, in a couple of days we got rain coming in. Next week we got rain almost every day. But it's still just nice to come down, sit on the boat, do a couple of fix-up projects, do some cleanup. You know, it's not real exciting, but then again, life on the boat isn't always exciting. Sometimes there's projects, sometimes you just kind of sit around and relax. Wow, and look how clear. Let me show you how clear the water is here, at least for now. Now the marina manager told me in the summer it gets a lot cloudier, but for right now it's pretty darn clear. It's not Bahama clear, but it's pretty clear. Well, anyway, until next time guys, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends.